The valedictory address. Every year, the graduates take great pride in thinking and choosing very carefully who will speak and leave their legacy. This year is without hesitation that the grads have asked to speak on behalf of them, Joshua and Nicholas. Josh, please.
Hey, I just want to take a drink first, so it's from that. Oh, those are some high notes. Oh. Okay, now I've got to take it out. There we are. Good morning. Hello. It is an absolute honor to be up here today. I must start off and say a big thank you to my family. They've had to put up with me for 18 years. You guys only had to worry about the last 5. I'd like to thank my friends, the new and the old, my TA, Mr. Von Matt, and on behalf of the entire graduating class of 2016, may you join me in thanking the people who have pushed us these past 5 years, the staff of Thomas Haney Secondary School. I'd also like to thank Tim Hortons for honestly so much. I don't know where to start with that. And Starbucks, you're a little bit pricey, but I do still like you. In fact, I find there to be many comparisons between school and Starbucks. On that first day, you walk in, not entirely sure what you're getting yourself into. You look around, and you see people in fancy dress shirts, coffee piled up, hear smooth jazz playing while you read inspirational quotes on the wall before hearing someone mispronounce your name. And that was just Mr. Nozick's office. But on that first day, it's a risk. You don't know what you want, you don't know what you're going to like. It is, in all essence, a risk. But it's a risk that we all took together. And every day, we learned. I mean, aside from the obvious fact that we're in school and should, obviously be learning. But no. I'm talking about important stuff here. No. We learned about the people, the teachers, the school, ourselves. I'm going to dedicate this section to my dad over here, Leroy, great guy. I'm going to dedicate it to him and to all of the dads out there who asked their children when they came home, "What did you learn today?" Only to get the response, not much. Because you think, does my dad really want to learn about the quadratic equation? No? Does he want to learn whatever information was in Mr. Lenton's video today? Because even I'm not sure. Does he want to learn that Finn and Kendra broke up? I don't think so. I don't know. So, Dad, we learned that Mr. Franco is the secret ninja of Thomas Haney Secondary School, living a double life. High school teacher by day, Taekwondo master at night. His skills even extend to magically appearing where he's supposed to be halfway through a block. It's quite impressive. I don't know why none of us thought to do some sort of science of Taekwondo project for him, because thinking about it, you would have got hookups, baby, for sure. You learned over time to understand what Mr. Crawford was saying, and you can't forget his fascinating method of teaching us how to do the 3D computer drawings. You'd have no idea what to do, and then he'd come over, and on your computer, he'd do exactly what you had to do, so quickly, so perfectly, and then he'd delete the entire document. We also learned how fun birthdays are, and how easy and exciting it was to duct tape Eric Pankrat's lock and locker. Good times, good times. Come grade 9, we learned that a 1-hour work block in Mr. McRoy's class was, in fact, a 55-minute lesson on the history of his life. I mean, the guy has, in all fairness, the guy has been struck by lightning twice. Ridden in a British millionaire's Rolls Royce. And in Bolivia, he went to Bolivia, let's leave it at that. Now, eventually, grade 11 hit. And the big shock was that we no longer had Mr. Nozick steering the ship. I don't know what was more of a shock with Mr. Friend as principal, his enforcement of us having our planners stamped, or the fact that for the first time in 3 years, we had a principal who realized that shirts have buttons above the mid-chest. Grade 11. Grade 11 was a good time all around, though, for me personally. I mean, I had fantastic teachers and Mr. Connolly. My team won the 2015 Victoria Amazing Race. Yeah, that's right, boys, that's right. I technically got kicked out of the Vancouver law courts. And I dated my math teacher's daughter. Now, that's not something you hear in every valedictorian speech, is it? In fact, many previous Haney valedictorians have mentioned suspecting that they'll hear Mr. Adams' voice in their heads for the rest of their life when doing math. I'm going into engineering. So with all due respect, Mr. Adam, but I can only hope the same doesn't happen to me. Going forward with other teachers, I must address the fact that No Fun Jenny G, also known as Miss Godfrey, is surprisingly quite fun. She's pleasant, she's kind, and she's pregnant, so I have to say nice things about her. When grade 12 came, I realized that school was more like Starbucks than ever before. One reason, gold card. That's right. That small, credit card-sized piece of plastic makes you feel like a celebrity walking into your local Starbucks as you walk in, feeling superior to others due to the hundreds of dollars you have invested ultimately for the sake of your urinary system. But grade 12 gives you that same feeling, minus the excessive urination. Grade 12 has been a time where we've come together, both in and out of school. Even online, we've come together for better or for worse. Connolly and Bigger were always managed to get involved in our fair share of Twitter beef, or rather, should I say, Twitter tofu. I don't want to offend any of the vegans in the house today. We've had 5 years to learn about each other, and we learned that we'll never be as intelligent as Kylie Herman, Thorne Matthews, or Maddie Fair, and that we'll never be as philosophical as Gurram Anakishvili. Gurram, where are you, buddy? Gurram, you go, buddy, you go, buddy. But the tremendous aspect about our class is that everyone is special. I know that sounds really lame and cliche, everyone's special, but in all honesty, you guys aren't half bad. Sorry, this is flapping around in my face. It's quite exciting. It's going to distract you for the rest of the speech now. We have such positivity and happiness emitted by the likes of Kayla Farabakshin, Joseph Stapleton, and Kennedy Krause. Speaking of Kennedy, she's displayed immense talent, dancing at school assemblies alongside the likes of Kelsey Exley and Hannah Jane Clucci. Let's also thank Cassidy Lesser, Linda Kingsman, Danica Considine, and Tian Jensen Desjardins for always having time to ensue random acts of kindness around the school. And Rachel Warwick and Anika Cooper for always having a camera handy. You guys are awesome. We can't forget Paige St. Pierre, Chelsea Turner, and Sydney Turner for coaching younger grades and overall being athletic role models alongside the likes of Cole Bogdanovich. I can't forget my student council companions over the years, Justin Wan, Gemma Wright, Mitchell Thompson, Jack Walker, and Samuel J. Bum Shin. And I definitely cannot go without mentioning my friend since arriving in Canada in grade 3, DJ Eric James. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we've all learned about Eric's DJ gigs, his blueberry picking extravaganzas, and his ball hockey goalie skills. Time, unfortunately, does not permit me to mention every single graduate, but I know that every single one of my peers is outstanding in some field. For that, I think it's only fair that we take a moment to thank our families. Some families have gone through divorce. Others have battled illness, lost loved ones. Some students have not been raised by their parents, but instead by other family members or guardians. And still, here we all are. We made it. We are the future. That statement just scared half the parents in the audience right now. But don't let it scare you guys. Where's it gone now? Here we are. We learned how to conquer high school. And I know you guys can learn to conquer life. The thing about school is it's so much more than what meets the eye. We've learned so much more than we can even begin to realize. We've learned about who we are as individuals and what matters to us. High school has been a time of growth of knowledge, and not all of that knowledge is quantifiable by a test mark. Most of it is simply experiencing life. So I dare you, each and every one of you, I dare you to go out there and experience life to the fullest. Have the most fun, the best time you possibly could have. Make every day a great day. And most importantly, enjoy the moment. Don't stress, don't worry, just live life. As I have learned from a wise master, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Thank you.